Hey, welcome back to another episode of the She's Making an Impact podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom. Today we're talking about daily routines for successful millionaires. One of the things that you can start doing is study people that have the life that you desire. So what are some of the characteristics, some of the traits that they have? What are the routines, the habits, the things that they're doing on a consistent basis? And so I've done this over the past, how has it been 12 years since I've been in business? That's crazy pants. 12 years. So as I've been studying people and then implementing some of those things into my own life, I wanted to share some of the things that I do and then some of the things that I've also observed from, reading books about successful people and what they're doing. Okay. So I have a list here of the things that we can do. And let me know, are you doing any of these already? Or are these some of the things that you can start implementing into your day? So first thing is getting movement. And I also put in here, like next to that, of maintaining energy. And so as you grow your business, you got to make sure you are maintaining your levels of energy. And I was literally just speaking about this with one of our students in the Impact Partnership of like when you're doing, events, let's say you're doing a 5-day challenge, a 3-day event, like some of the things that we do in our business. I have to make sure that I am maintaining a high level of energy during those events. And so making sure you are taking care of yourself, making sure you're getting movement on a consistent basis. And so one of the things I do is I go for a walk in the morning. And so this morning it's 6:15, it's still dark out, but that's the time I prefer to go for a walk because that's before Gabrielle wakes up and then needs mommy. And that's also like, as we're getting into the summer months here in Florida, it's before it's too hot because after 7 a.m. it's too hot for me, to go for a walk. So that's one of the daily disciplines that I have of getting movement and really focused on maintaining my energy. And along with that goes, in nutrition. And so making sure I'm eating, like one of the daily habits that I have is eating for maintaining energy. And so if I want to perform at my best, which I think of like my job and what I do is I need to perform at peak level. So I train like for peak performance, right? So I eat for peak performance. Okay. So I'm making sure I'm eating enough protein. I'm limiting carbohydrates and sugary foods. That's not to mean that I never have stuff. So like I met a friend at the French cafe yesterday for lunch. I took the afternoon off, had a quiche and a chocolate tart. I'm not like, I'm human, but I also know that I didn't have anything else scheduled for the rest of the day. And so if I did that, then I'd be good. I wasn't worried about maintaining energy levels for the afternoon. I didn't have anything, like a challenge or anything like that I needed to. So that's just one big thing is getting movement, maintaining your energy, looking at your nutrition. Another big thing that successful people do is they have the routine of managing their mind. This is a big one. And we've talked so much about mindset on this podcast, but it's one of those daily disciplines of how are you managing your mind? What does that look like for you? And that might look like saying yes to some things, but also saying no to other things. And so managing your mind could look like the routine that maybe it's changing a routine that you currently have. So maybe you currently have the routine of you're picking up your phone and you're scrolling on, Facebook or Instagram first thing in the morning. Maybe replace that with picking up a book, picking up the Bible, whatever that looks like for you so that you can manage your mind. So look at what are you putting in? Is that helping you grow and become a better version of yourself? What are you putting in, right? And if it's not supporting you and helping you become a better version of yourself, can you get rid of it? Can you replace it with something that is going to support you on that journey? Okay, so managing your mind. The next thing is getting successful people. One of the things they do daily is they're focused on growth. And so looking at, and here's some of the things that I'm intentional about asking myself certain things every day. How can I grow today? How can I serve today? And so looking at what you have on your calendar as a daily routine and asking yourself, is this going to help me grow? And so successful people, they're focused on growth because you're either growing or you're dying. So you got to look at, am I focused on growth? Am I being intentional about growing? And so that goes into the same categories, managing your mind, but it could look like a little bit different because it could look like you stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone and getting uncomfortable and doing things, especially in the beginning of growing your business. I think now I don't get so uncomfortable. I feel like I've done a lot of the things that get me uncomfortable. I'm sure there's more to come, but you want to look at how can I continue to focus on my own personal growth and put myself in situations where I do feel a little bit uncomfortable, because ultimately that's going to help me grow. Another thing successful millionaires do, they plan ahead and they work from a list. So they don't show up to work being like, I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs and hope for the best. No, they plan ahead. They know what's coming up. They know what they're working on. They have a very specific goal in mind. And they know that in order for them to reach that goal, they have to work from a very specific list and really maximize their time and their productivity. Okay. So I have, like, my team is assigning me tasks. So I look into Asana and I'm like, okay, today I got to do this, this, and this. And then I assign myself tasks, because if I don't write it down and I don't assign it to myself, it doesn't happen. Let's be real. So I'm in Asana assigning myself tasks of like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do this. And then my team's assigning me tasks too. So I'm working from a list, and I know in Asana, that's the project management tool that we're using, I can move things around by highest priority. So I know and put a due date next to it. So I know today, this needs to happen. This is the top priority for today. Okay. Two more things that I have on my list as a daily routine for successful millionaires. And I mentioned this a little bit already, but adding value. And just like on a consistent basis, if you show up and you ask yourself every day, how can I add value today? How can I serve today? Before you know it, your business will be growing. Because that's literally what it's like. That's the foundation of your business, is showing up, adding value, and serving other people. So if you show up and that's part of your daily routine, just ask yourself, all right, who needs encouragement? Who needs me to help them? What can I do to support somebody today? That is your goal. That is your intention every single day. Your business will grow as a byproduct of that. Okay. And then the last thing, daily routine, is being consistent. And so success is not, it's not like shiny, flashy, and sexy. It's literally doing the same daily behaviors on a day-to-day basis over and over and over again until you are successful. So it's not like one magic thing you do today and then you're successful tomorrow. No, it's showing up and doing the same simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. So like part of your daily routine could be creating content. It could be, building connections, networking with people, making offers, doing sales calls. It's just doing those same things over and over and over and over and over again. And then over the course of months and then years, you'll look back and be like, whoa, because I did this thing every single day, I am here. But it's not you do it once and then hope that all of a sudden things are going to shift and change for you, because it doesn't work that way. Literally, it's that repetition of showing up and doing the same things. And like, if you follow me around on a day-to-day basis, my life it's not like super fancy. It's pretty boring. And you'll be like, oh, she's literally just doing the same fundamentals over and over and over and over again. And now that our business has grown, it's turned into like teaching our team and coaching our team to do those same fundamentals over and over and over again, and really focused on leadership. Okay. So daily routines for our successful millionaires: get movement, maintain your energy, manage your mind, focus on growth, getting uncomfortable, planning ahead, adding value and helping somebody, working from a list, and being consistent. Which one do you need to work on? Which one do you need to work on first? Because we all have areas of growth, right? We all have areas that we can work on and improve upon. So which one do you need to work on first? And then if you need extra support in growing your business, make sure to go to helpmecoachnow.com and book a free strategy session with our team. We can help you create a game plan. So just go to helpmecoachnow.com and let us support you. All right, that is all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.